This person was the strongest of the 12 zodiac signs, Sagittarius Ilos. But at this time, he was running away. And still hugging the goddess Athena. Meanwhile, Capricorn Shura and Gemini Saga were chasing him relentlessly. They brought the Pope's order to kill the traitor. However, Sagittarius Ilos was a high-class gold saint with super strong fighting power. So Gemini Saga was only able to hug him tightly. In order that Capricorn Shura took out the holy sword. However, the holy sword pierced the two of them at the same time. This caused Gemini Saga to die and Sagittarius Ilos to be injured. And Sagittarius Ilos fell into the Himalayas. Before dying, he gave Athena to a rich man. And told him to take good care of her. Wait 16 years after Athena awakened her divine power. Furthermore, the bronze saints would protect her into adulthood. And they would also bring her back to the sanctuary to overthrow the Pope. 16 years passed, that rich man passed away. Athena also grew up to be a young girl. At this time, the butler was talking about Athena's background. But before he finished speaking, he was attacked. It turned out the Pope sent an assassin to assassinate them. In the moment of danger, Pegasus 𝐶𝐄𝐒 summoned the holy robe. And used the fists of the bronze saint to deal with the assassin. However, the Pope didn't just send an assassin. At this time, Dragon Shiryu also appeared. Then he unleashed powerful attacks. Cygnus Hyoga also appeared. Under the attack of powerful fists, the enemy was defeated and turned to dust. At this time, Andromeda Shun just started to appear. He used the cloud link to throw the enemy out of the earth. Although this battle was over, but with such a large amount of information, Athena was temporarily unable to accept it. While 𝐶𝐄𝐒 was about to explain to her what was a surprise. Suddenly there was a light coming down from the sky. The Leo gold saint Iolia, who was the younger brother of Sagittarius, suddenly appeared. There were two purposes for him to come here. One is to get his brother's holy robe back. Second is to kill the traitor Sayori, who was pretended to be Athena. Shiryu was the first saint to stand up against Iolia. However, there was a big difference between the bronze and gold saints. Unless they used tricks. If not, they could only be defeated. After a few rounds, the four bronze saints all fell to the ground. When Athena saw people who protected her got hurt, she unleashed divine power. Seeing that, Iolia, who was already suspicious of the Pope, became even more doubtful. He took the holy robe of Sagittarius and brought it back to the sanctuary. So he wanted to question the Pope. While everyone was feeling relieved, something unexpected happened. Athena was shot with an arrow. It turned out to be an assassin sent by the Pope, Saint of Scorpio. Although Athena wasn't seriously injured, this arrow took her divine power. 12 hours later, she would die. Everyone immediately decided to go to the sanctuary. They wanted to defeat the Pope to save Athena. However, if they wanted to meet the Pope, they had to go through 12 zodiac signs first. Each zodiac sign had a saint to protect. So they had to face the 12 saints. They were full of faith to go to the first zodiac sign. The saint who protect the first zodiac sign is Aries Saint Mu. Mu created a wall to prevent them from getting close. Shiryu tried his best but couldn't break the wall. However, they didn't expect that the enemy had no intention to attack. It turned out that when seeing Sayori, Mu realized that this person in front of her was really Athena. Next was Taurus. The guardian here was Taurus Aldebaran. After a while of fighting, 𝐶𝐄𝐒 had only used one move to break Aldebaran's horn. After passing through Taurus, the fourth sign was Cancer. However, the guardian, Death Mask, was a half-righteous and half-evil saint. He considered killing as his hobby. To get to the next zodiac sign, they had to completely defeat him. Shiryu and Hyoga stood in front of Death Mask. Taking this opportunity, 𝐶𝐄𝐒 and Shun quickly went to the next zodiac sign. Meanwhile, the two of them were attacking Death Mask. Death Mask suddenly unleashed the energy of the Cancer and pushed them into the entrance to the underworld. Shiryu wanted to protest, but in this place, Death Mask had a great power. At this time, Hyoga was saved by his master, Aquarius 𝐀𝐿. Aquarius 𝐀𝐿 told him to leave the Aquarius temple quickly. However, Hyoga was adamant because protecting Sayori was his mission. Both of them wanted to protect their own justice. So there was a great battle between them. At the entrance to the underworld, Death Mask was also in danger. The holy robe abandoned him after it discovered his evil nature. A saint who lost his holy robe was no different from an ordinary person. However, Shiryu was also very fair. He took the initiative to take off his holy robe and chose to fight directly. Without the holy robe, Shiryu still fought bravely. He used only one move that was able to make the Death Mask fall off the cliff. The battle in the Aquarius Palace also had a result. Hyoga and Aquarius 𝐀𝐿 also unleashed their strongest moves. In the wrath of the goddess of light, Hyoga was victorious. Meanwhile, 𝐶𝐄𝐒 also reached the fifth zodiac sign, which was the Leo. and met Iolia with red eyes. He didn't say a word and then unleashed his cruel moves. The battle between the two was fierce. 𝐂𝐒 didn't have much power. Therefore, Iolia also won 𝐂𝐒 easily. Fortunately, 𝐕𝐃𝐄𝐒 appeared. He was the gold saint whose strength was closest to God. He immediately sensed that Iolia had a problem. It turned out the Leo was controlled by the Pope and became a demon. When Shaka was fighting with Iolia, 𝐂𝐒 and Shun quickly went to the Scorpion Palace. This was the only female saint, Scorpio Milo. The battle between them began. The two sides rushed in and released their special moves. However, Milo already seemed to be stronger. Only one attack, she immediately hit them to the palace of Sagittarius. At this moment, Capricorn Shura was waiting here for a long time. Two bronze saints were beaten up by the gold saint. In times of danger, Shun's brother, the strongest of the bronze saints, appeared. He quickly came to fight. But then the three of them were also defeated. When Milo was preparing to attack 𝐂𝐒, fortunately, 𝐂𝐒 dodged and even released Pegasus move. This move hit the wall and broke it. There was an inscription written "The Truth" by Sagittarius. At this point, Iolia also recovered his memory and finally caught up. He also revealed that the Pope was the real traitor. At this time, the evil plot of the Pope was also exposed. He started to free up space and killed Pisces Aphrodite. After that, the Pope took advantage of the divine power accumulated for 16 years to revive the god statue Anup. At this time, Saga also appeared in front of everyone. It turned out 16 years ago, he and the Sagittarius Ilos competed for the position of Pope. However, the previous Pope ultimately chose Ilos. Saga was very unwilling because of the failure, so he killed Ares and wanted to be the strongest of the sanctuary. At this time, he already had a power close to God. However, the Pegasus with good condition could also defeat Hades. Therefore, a gold saint could easily knock him up. Saga was defeated by 𝐂𝐒. He angrily released all his divine power and turned into a demon with two swords. The next target was Athena. In the danger, 𝐂𝐒 recklessly stepped forward. The Sagittarius holy robe had sensed the unwavering faith, so it entered Saint 𝐂𝐒's body. 𝐂𝐒 successfully saved Athena. He even borrowed her divine power to shoot a powerful arrow at Saga. At this time, the gold saints also started to join this battle together. The Leo Iolia also used the speed of light. Scorpio Milo and Aries Mu had also unleashed the power of starlight. 𝐕𝐃𝐄𝐒, the Demon Palace, and Taurus Aldebaran also used great power. Capricorn Shura had called for the Holy Sword to open the asteroids. Under the moves of the Gold Saint, the statue of Anup was smashed to pieces and turned into smoke. At this point, Saga realized, so she begged the goddess and her warrior friends. The gold light had fallen on the sanctuary. The battle was finally over. Athena became a goddess and was even more beautiful than before. Of the 12 zodiacs participating in the battle, my favorite is Libra. Leave a comment about zodiac sign that you like the most. Thanks for watching. See you on the next movies.